देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव ॐ यां मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मामद्य मेधयाग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Today again almost yesterday those who had attended our class, today also almost the same persons are there. Some people are still joining. Anyway, at the end of class I will give some instructions for our future classes. Since this is the beginning, so some leniency is being given, but later on we will have to strictly follow the time schedule and go ahead in our class, because while we are studying this subject we have to discipline ourselves also. As we have studied about discipline of words, similarly we should also discipline ourselves to learn the discipline of words. So joining on time is very necessary so that we can start our class exactly on time. So I got some messages yesterday. Many of you have studied Sanskrit and studied other books of Vyakarana. Today I shall try to speak in English most of the time, because many people will. Yesterday I spoke in Sanskrit, so some people said that we could not understand many things. So for your convenience, I will speak in most of the time. I will speak in English, and which is necessary to be spoken in Sanskrit, that will be spoken in Sanskrit. So now, many of you have studied other books also regarding Vyakarana, like Siddhant Kaumudi, Laghu Kaumudi, or any other book. There may be difference what I am giving you here and what the things are available in those books. So please keep all those books which you have read before regarding Vyakarana in your sight. Anyani pustakani parshve sthapayatu tani pustakani na drashtabhyani. Those books are not to be referred during this class or while in this class. You can refer them after completing this course. Ashtaadhyaayi is mother of all Vyakarana books. So one who has studied Ashtaadhyaayi, he can understand all other books, Vyakarana books easily. But reading other books, you cannot understand Ashtaadhyaayi. After you study Ashtaadhyaayi, you can read any other Vyakarana books and you will understand it. But if you think that by studying other books you can understand Ashtaadhyaayi, you will never be able to. So whatever is being given in this class, you will not find anywhere else. So please keep those books aside and follow this class, whatever is given here. And after completing this course, you are free to consult any other book and decide for yourself. There may be some differences what you have studied in other Vyakarana books and what I am giving you here. But that does not matter. Once you go through the complete course, thereafter you can make your comparative studies and decide for yourself what to follow. So now we will begin in our studies. Last time we were discussing about Shabda, the four categories of Shabda: Naam, Akhyat, उपसर्ग निपात नाम विषय वयं पठितवन्तः. We studied about naam, that is name or sanya, and yesterday we also studied about akhyat, that is the uh, words representing action, क्रियावाची शब्द आख्यात इति उक्तम्. I don't call them verb. In English, you have a word verb for activities, but verb is not exactly what is meant by akhyat. Akhyat is those root words through which action is represented. Such words are fixed in Dhatu part. They are about around 2000 in numbers, which have been derived by our ancient Vyakaranacharya's from the Sanskrit language we received from Vedas. For thousands of years, our ancient acharyas worked over it. The work which has been done in Sanskrit is unparalleled. And in ancient times, the knowledge was transmitted through oral lectures. There was no system of writing down, although that developed later on. But since there were no papers, they were written down on bhojapatras, and those were kept very in such a way that they don't get destroyed. And there was a system of preserving them, and all our manuscripts which we get today through them, all this we have retrieved. This has been retrieved in present day, and because of those that oral transmission which was kept in your memory, these things were not destroyed. Although after Islamic invasion in this country in 700 years and during the British period, they tried to destroy our knowledge system, but it could not be destroyed because it was in the memory of our people. Memory cannot be destroyed. Books can be destroyed, but memory cannot be destroyed. So that is our fortune that because of that system.
This call is now being recorded.
So now that how we preserved our heritage. Now what we studied regarding naam or noun last time, I will repeat something little bit once again, only to so that in next classes you can understand. There was one declension of Purusha. Purusha I had given, which you must have noted down, that Prathama, Dvitiya, Saptami Paryantam, Sarvasu Vibhaktishu, Rupani Dattani. We had given the declarations in all the Vibhaktis. And you can see that Yatha Vibhakti Ekvachan, plus open that page which I had given you before, where Purusha, the word Purusha has been given in all the 7 declensions. Please open that page, which I had posted in as your study material. There I had given you the Purusha, and against Purusha, beside Purusha, there is in bracket, it is written 1/1. What does that mean? You have to understand it, because all these things will be used later on to understand the sutras. So these are the preliminary things, preparations before we enter Ashtaadhyaayi. Unless we understand all these things, these are the preparatory classes before you enter Ashtaadhyaayi, before you open Ashtaadhyaayi. So this has to be understood. So Purusha, beside Purusha, there in bracket 1/1 is given. What does it mean? The first digit indicates Prathama Vibhakti, and the second digit indicates the Vachana, Ekvachan. First digit 1/1 means Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam. And next was Purusha, where it is written 1/2. What does it mean? Prathama Vibhakti Dvivachanam. 2 means Dvivachanam. Then next Purusha, there is written 1/3. That means Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. So first digit indicates the Vibhakti Sankhya, and the next second digit indicates the quantification, the singular, dual or plural. If singular, it is 1, for dual it is 2, for plural it is 3. Similarly, come to next Dvitiya Vibhakti. There Purusham, it is written 2/1. First digit is 2. That means what? Dvitiya Vibhakti. And the next digit is 1. That means Ekvachanam. Next is again Purushav. 2/1 means the Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekvachanam. 2 means Dvitiya Vibhakti, 1 means Ekvachanam. Similarly, 3/1, 2/3 means Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Next come to Purushena. There it is written 3/1. 3 means Tritiya Vibhakti and 1 means Ekvachanam. Similarly, Purushabhyam 3/2, that means 3 means Tritiya Vibhakti and 2 means Dvivachanam. And similarly in others, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, you can understand it now. So this way we indicate in which word is in which Vibhakti. Unless we know the Vibhakti, we cannot derive the meaning out of it. So when we will study the sutras, today we will study what is sutra. We will study sutra. So before knowing that, we have to go through it. The sutra means the things which are said in many words are said in very compact way. Sutra is not an abbreviation, is not a short form. Like we say very important words, person, we say VIP. It is not like that. Neither it is a formula like a chemical formula or mathematical formula. Sutra means people translate it as a formula, but sutram is not a formula. It can be used as a, the word formula can be represented by the word sutram, but that will be a different matter. In Vyakarana or in any other our shastras, sutram has a different meaning. Sutram means many things said in small letters, because as I said, in ancient days the teacher, that knowledge was transmitted orally. Teacher said something, he preaching, pravachanam, he preached, and upadesha. That's why the books given by Panini are known as upadesha. So he preached and the pupils memorized them, because in those days, as I said, there was a tradition of writing down. That writing down,
लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि किस पेज की आप बात कर रहे थे.
ये मैंने जो ये स्टडी मटेरियल डाला था, उसमें पुरुषः शब्द का जो स्टडी मटेरियल मैंने डाला था उसको रेफर करें. अभी इसलिए पहले, कल का नहीं, उससे पहले का, not of today. Before that I had posted study material. In that Purushaha was given. That page number 6 in that study material which I had posted. Atha Shabdanu Shasanam, etc. I had posted the study material, page 6. Purushaha. Refer that page.
Got it?
Got it? Okay. So in that page, Purusha, that page 6, which is given in the study material, which I posted back. In that page 6, Purusha, there it is written. So please refer it. Once again, I am repeating it. Purusha, that Purusha, after that it is given in bracket 1/1. So what does it mean, 1/1? So first digit means Prathama Vibhakti and second digit means Ekvachanam. There is two things in this thing, Vibhakti and Vachan. Two things are you are saying. So how to identify one word? So if a word comes before you, how to know it belongs to which Vibhakti and which Vachanam? So this way it has been indicated that 1 by 1 means Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam. 1 by 2 means Prathama Vibhakti Dvivachanam. And 1 by 3 means Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. The second digit represents the Vachan and first digit represents the Vibhakti. So come to the second Dvitiya Vibhakti. It is Purusham. There is written 2 by 1. The 2 by 1's first digit means Dvitiya Vibhakti 2. 2 represents Dvitiya Vibhakti. And thereafter 2 by 1 means Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekvachanam. Similarly, 2 by 2 means Dvitiya Vibhakti Dvivachanam. And 2 by 3 means Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Similarly, come to the Tritiya Vibhakti third. Tritiya Vibhakti means third. So that first digit indicates this Tritiya Vibhakti, I mean third Vibhakti. The first digit 3 denotes Tritiya Vibhakti. The 3 by 1s mean Tritiya Vibhakti Ekvachanam. And 3 by 2 Purushabhyam means Tritiya Vibhakti Dvivachanam. And last one, Purushai means 3 by 3 means Tritiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Like this, Chaturthi Vibhakti 4 by 1, 4 by 2, 4 by 3. Panchami Vibhakti 5 by 1, 5 by 2, 5 by 3. Shashti Vibhakti 6 by 1, 6 by 2, 6 by 3. Saptami Vibhakti 7 by 1, 7 by 2, 7 by 3. So this you will have to understand and keep in your memory. In future, in our next classes, when we will go into the Ashtaadhyaayi and analyze the sutras, then sutras will have to be broken up into separate words, and each word will have its vibhakti. So which word is said in which vibhakti has to be understood. So this way we will indicate that which word belongs to which vibhakti, and that way we will find out the meaning of that word, and how to make out the meaning of the sutra. I have told you the sutra means many words said in short and Salpakshara and Uttam. When a sutra is expanded, but sutra has to be expanded also. Unless it is expanded, its meaning cannot be understood. So in ancient times, the Acharya told the method of expanding the sutra also. In the passage of time, many methods got lost, but they were retrieved. Somehow they were retrieved. In this case also, in Ashtaadhyaayi also, each sutra has to be expanded, and there is a technique of expanding those sutras, which is not taught in any Vyakaran books. Now we will understand that technique, that vidhi, how to expand those sutras. Unless you understand how to expand those sutras, you will never understand the meaning. In a Siddhant Kaumudi or any Vyakaran book, there are sutra is there. For example, Ad Guna. There are only two words, Ad Guna. But you see the meaning of that sutra? It is how long it is, how it has become such a long. Many new words are there which are not in the sutra. Avarnat paro yo ach parata hai avarna tayo dev puru parayo sthane gun ekadesha bhavati iti sutrasya artha bhavati. Tavat dirgha artha shabda dvayam ad guna kevalam. There are only two words, but when you expand it, it becomes so large. Avarnat paro yo ach parata hai avarna तयोः उभयोः पूर्वपरयोः स्थाने गुण एकादेशो भवति इति सूत्रस्य अर्थः. एतावत् दीर्घ अर्थः कथम् अभूत् तस्य this is expansion. So how this expansion happens? that we
आचार्य
have
जी
to learn.
हिंदी में बता दीजिए,
है
हिंदी में बता दीजिए।
ये जो सूत्र है, सूत्र है का अर्थ होता है अत्यंत संक्षेप में किसी चीज को, बहुत सी बातों को संक्षेप में कहना, टू से देम वेरी शॉर्ट, मतलब बहुत संक्षेप में किसी बात को कहने को सूत्र कहते हैं। तो पर सूत्र को समझने के लिए उसको फैलाना पड़ेगा, उसको जब तक फैलाएंगे नहीं तब तक उसका अर्थ नहीं समझ में आएगा। You will not understand the meaning of the sutra unless it is expanded. सूत्र को जब तक आप खोलेंगे नहीं तो खोलने की विधि क्या है, वही हम लोग अब धीरे धीरे इस अपने इस कक्षाओं में समझेंगे। तो किस प्रकार से होता है यह, तो हम देखेंगे कि अभी हमने आपको दिखाया कि पुरुषः इस शब्द के आपने देखे कि इसमें व्यक्ति चिन्ह कैसे दिया जाता है। नाउ वी विल कम टू that is the problem. Some people understand English, some people understand Hindi, and some understand Sanskrit also. So sometimes I will have to use all the three languages. Naturally, it will cause repetition, but since there are so many people, so you will have to bear with it. Now, yesterday I had given you some more study material. One of it was regarding, we studied about the Kriyavachi Shabda Akhyat. So I had given you this thing which regarding Lakar, which I had told you yesterday. So you have in this sheet there is no numbering. Yesterday which I had posted, there is no number on the sheet. The 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a lakaras are given. Lakar means where la varna is coming, जिसमें la varna आ रहा है उसको लकार कहते हैं। लट लिट लुट सभी में ल कॉमन है। In every word la is common, so they are called lakaras. So lakar, lat means lat lakar, we call like that, we call it lat lakar. क्यों कहते हैं, why we say lat lakar, because la, the letter is coming in each of these, and they denote all this lat lit lut denote either one tense, किसी ने एक काल को यह बताते हैं। ये लट लिट लुट इत्यादि लकाराः किमपि भूतकाल वर्तमान काल भविष्यत्काल किमपि समयस्य द्योतना करोति। यथा लट, तो लट को कैसे हम, हाउ वी ब्रेक दिस वर्ड, ल प्लस अ प्लस ट, तो लट वर्तमान काल। तो अ ई उ यू enter these letters in between, so this kram becomes, so it is very easy to memorize. You see the this this their number of series. You just see the series. इनके क्रम को देखिए, क्रमम पश्यतु। अ ई उ ऋ ऋ ए ओ तावत् पर्यन्तं ट, पुनः यत् ग आगच्छति लङ् लिङ् लुङ् लृङ्, तत्रापि अ इ उ ऋ, अ इ उ ए ओ, एतदेव क्रमः. This is the series. So if you remember the series, you can remember all the 10 lakara easily. You don't have to memorize anything. Lat, lit, lut, lit, let, lot, lung, ling, lung, ring. You put a, e, u, ri, ri, a, o in between, and you get all the lakars in this kram. So lat means vartaman kal, present tense. So I have given only one word, balakah gacchati. अत्र वर्तमान काल यत् लकारेषु अपि यथा शब्दे संज्ञायां विभक्तयः भवन्ति, सप्त विभक्तयः, 7 declensions. Similarly, in this Kriyavachi Shabdaha, three Purushaha are there. Purusha means Pratham Purusha, Madhyam Purusha, Uttam Purusha, which you called in English third person, second person, first person, etc. Like that. The person, the third person, the Purusha. The Pratham Purusha means third person in English. And Madhyam Purusha means second person in English. And Uttam Purusha means first person in English. What is the third person? Third person means Pratham Purusha means if you are speaking about someone else, kasachit vishaya bhavan vadati chet, tada it is Pratham Purusha. You are speaking about Rama. So Ram is third person, Pratham Purusha. So when we are speaking about Rama, then Ram is Pratham Purusha. When I am speaking to you, Uttam Purusha, Tvam, you. When I am speaking to you, it is Tvam. It is the Madhyam Purusha. When myself I am speaking, Aham, Aham Gachami. When I am speaking about myself, then it is Uttam Purusha. Aham Gachami. I am going, or I go. That is Uttam Purusha. When you speak about yourself, when I am speaking about myself, it is Uttam Purush. When I am speaking to you, then it is a Madhyam Purush. And when I am speaking to someone else, then it is Pratham Purush. So there are three Purushas like that. And each Purusha is having three uh, quantifications. Ekvachan, Dvivachan, Bahuvachan. Ekvachan means singular, Dvivachan means dual, Bahuvachan means plural. So this singular, dual, plural is there in Kriyavachi, in this Akhyat also, Dhatu also. But there is no Linga Bheda like in Nama. In Lam, there are Pulling, Striling, Napumsakling, as I told you. Pulling is Rama, Striling is Rama, and Napumsakling is Patram, Griham, Jalam, etc., which has no gender, neither male nor female. That is called neuter gender. So this neuter gender is practiced in Sanskrit language. I don't know, in no other Indian language it is not there. In English also is not there. In other foreign language, I don't know if any other foreign language is having that. But so far as my knowledge goes, it is neuter gender is followed in Sanskrit only. And similarly, dual this ekvachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam. In all languages, there is a singular person and plural person. There is no dual system. But in Sanskrit, there is a dual. Arthat, dvivachanam was also. So in Kriyavachi Shabda also, there is dvivachanam. Ekvachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam is there. But there is no differences due to gender. So by seeing the Kriyavachi Shabda, you cannot make out the speaker is a male or a female. Balaka gachati, balika gachati. Vayatra tadeva. Boy goes, a girl goes. Angla bhasha yatha asti. Like in English, a boy goes, their goes is same for a boy or a girl. A girl goes. Similarly, in Sanskrit also, balaka gachati, balika gachati. Balako gachatah, balike gachatah. Balakaah gachanti, balike balikaah gachanti. तद्वत् बहुवचनं भवति. यदि कर्ता बहुवचनम् अस्ति, क्रिया अपि बहुवचनं भवति. तद्वत् मध्यम पुरुष त्वं गच्छति, त्वं युवां यूयं, युवं गच्छतः, युवां गच्छतः, यूयं गच्छत. Similarly, aham gacchami, avam gachavah, vayam gachamah, like that. So in this ekvachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam, tatra bhavan in kriyavachi shabdah. So now we will come to how to this. Uh, Yesterday I sent you aksharanam sarupah. This is also to be learned properly, only to understand. Thus, we had seen it la, a, ta. We had separated all the letters. Varna viched. This is called varna viched. Varna means what you have written, written form of the letter which we are speaking or pronouncing. The written form of that pronunciation is called Varna. That is the small difference between Akshara and Varna. What you are speaking is Akshara and what you are writing down is Varna. So this Varna which when we separate this in each Akshar, two, three Akshar can be combined. Such as when we say La, that means La means La plus a swar is there inside. So that is what we have given you in Aksharanam Sarupa. Aksharanam Sarupa इस में मैंने आपको जो भेजा है उसको आप अच्छी प्रकार से देखें उसमें क्या दिया है क प्लस अ क तो क के नीचे कट चिन्ह देयर इज ए साइन ऑफ कट बिलो द वर्टिकल लाइन इन क अक्षरः एकः तत्र रेखा अस्ति लम्बः रेखा अस्ति वर्टिकल लाइन इज देयर दंडवत एक रेखा अस्ति तो वो जो that vertical line what does it represent? That vertical line represents that a is there inside, and when you remove that a, that vertical line is cut below. The cut symbol is given below, and so a is ousted. So there is no separate symbol for akara, whereas all other matras they have there we have symbol. If a dirgh a is there, there is we write it as ka plus there is another vertical line beside the ka varna, and that is the symbol that a enlarged a, dirgh akar, enlarged a, that means dirgh akar, that is inside the akshar ka. So when both are joined, we pronounce it, how we pronounce it? Ka. When it is hrasva, we pronounce it ka. And it is when a is dirgha, enlarged, then we pronounce it, how we pronounce it? Ka. But when we pronounce it ka, there is no separate symbol. The ka varna itself shows that a is inside. When you remove that ka, that symbol is cut down from below. That is called hal chinha. So when we use only the consonant, only the ka, without this swara, we will have to put this hal chinha below, this cut sign below. उस कटे हुए चिन्ह को हमको नीचे लगाना होगा जब हम कोई व्यंजन का प्रयोग करते हैं. As I told you before, we cannot pronounce Vyanjan without the help of Swara. So this is, all this thing is given here. And every, except A, all other Swaras have their symbols. So which we put there. If Ka plus E is there, then there is a Ikar Chinnam is there, Ki. Similarly, if enlarged E, Dirgha E, then there is another symbol. Then U, if you, after you remove the A, then you can put in some other swara. After you remove a, you can put another swara. You can, if you put e, then again that cut sign will go and the sign of e will appear. So sign of e appear means there is no a, only e is there with the varna ka. So that cut sign will vanish, that will go, and e will enter. Instead of a, e has entered into that uh, vyanjan, in that consonant. So then how we will pronounce it? Ki. If a is there, we pronounce it ka, and when we remove a and insert e, then it is pronounced as ki. So this is the process in Sanskrit, that we the ka, kha, ga, gha, as it is written, they are written like that because we cannot pronounce them without the help of a, as I told you. So there is no separate sign for a. That ka itself means a is there inside. So if we want to put another swara ki, then we will have to remove that a. How it is removed? It is removed like that as shown. And then again you put e there, and then it becomes e, ki. So ki, ku, ku, ki, ityadi. All these are given here. The kind of swaras which enter into this. So this we have to understand all this before we try to understand a sutra. The sutra is means to shorten something. So, for example, we may not be understand the whole thing today. We will discuss it in our future classes also. There are the first which we will study is Pratyahar Sutra. What is this a, I, u? What is the swara? What is ach? You have heard about ach and hal. What is ach and what is hal? What is ach and what is hal? So that we will try to understand. So there are, you have learned about 14 Maheshwar Sutran, Chaturdash Maheshwar Sutran, A, E, Ud, Ril, Rik, E, Om, I, Ouch, Haya, Vararat, Haya, Varat, Nar, Yama, Gadanam, Jha, Bhai, Ghadha, Dhash, Jaba, Gada, Dash, Kapai, Shasha, Sa, Al. These are the 14 sutras. They are called Pratyahar Sutras. So this is given in your Ashtaadhyaayi on page number 35. This is Pratyahar Prakaranam, and all these 14 sutras are given. A, E, Ud, Ril, Rik. Now, Ach means what? If you open that page in your Ashtadhyayi, Pratyahar Prakaranam, you find first is A, E, Ud, second is Ril, Rik, third is A, O, fourth is I, Ouch. When we say Ach, that means starting from A and ending the Ja at A, Ouch. All the varnas in between are covered into it. The halchin yuktaha, yada, ra, ka, na, they are removed. Only a, e, u, ril, ri, a, o, I, o. Ach means all these varnas. Then swaras. So this is the sutra. That is the short name. The a, e, u, ril, ri, a, o, I, och. All these four, all this a, e, u, ril, ri, a, o, I, o. All these varnas come in one word, ach. When we say ach, that means all these varnas. A, E, U, Ril, Ri, A, O, I, O. So this is the meaning of sutra. Sutra means shortening. To say many things in very few words, that is sutra. And when we enter into main Ashtadhyayi, then we find how these sutras are expanded. So when you expand ach, it is expanded like this. So that covers a, e, u, ril, ri, a, o, I, o. Similarly, hal. Thereafter, fifth sutra is ha, ya, varan. So starting from ha or ending at la, all the varnas in between come. Ha, ha, ya, including ha. Ha, ya, va, ra, la, ya, ma, ga, na, na, ja, bha. The halchan yukta ha, those uh, letters having cut sign below, they are not taken. They are removed. And why they are removed, that will be told later on. And ha, ya, va, ra, other than those, when we say hal, that means ha, ya, va, ra, la, ya, ma, ga, na, na, ja, bha, ga, dha, dha, ja, ba, ga, da, dha, kha, fa, cha, tha, tha, ja, ta, ta, ka, pa, ta, sa, sa. Again, ha, again is coming. Ha comes twice. Why it comes twice, that is a separate issue that will be explained later. But when we say hal, That means all the consonant, all the Vyanjan, they are called Vyanjan in Sanskrit. But here you see Ha is written uh, Ha because you cannot pronounce it without Akar. So the A is given it only to help pronounce it. But when we will write this will there will be a cut sign below it. That means Akar is not there. A is not in that. It has given here only to help you to pronounce it because you cannot pronounce it without the help of the swara. So ha, ya, va, ra, all these varnas are giving which have a inside them only to help you to pronounce it. But when we use them in our sutras, they will be written with the cut chin. So why this cut chin is called hal chin? Because this ha to Allah, all these letters come between them. So this symbol, that cut sign below the letter says hal chin. That means it is within that hal pratyahar. This letter is within the hal pratyahar. So this is akar is removed from there and only the consonant is to be used. Vyanjan को व्यवहार करना है. that व्यंजनम व्यंजनस्य व्यवहारः करणीयः अकारः स्वरः ततः निष्कासितः. केवलं व्यंजन इति, only the consonant is to be used. The swara, the which you call vowel in English, but vowel and swara is not the same. In English, vowel you mean only A, E, I, O, U, 5 are there. But here and you can pronounce them in various ways. P-U-T put and B-U-T but. For U is pronounced in different ways. But you cannot pronounce a different way in Sanskrit. A is A, U is U, E is E. You cannot U ko A. You cannot pronounce U as A. Like that. Someone has raised his hand. Please ask your question. What you want to say? Sri Jiva.
आचार्य जी नमस्कार सर. आई जस्ट वांटेड टू आस्क यू, ये थर्ड पर्सन जो आपने पुरुष में बताया है इसको क्या बोलते हैं?
क्या चीज थर्ड पर्सन? प्रथम पुरुष. प्रथम पुरुष is English which we say third person, that is in Sanskrit pratham purusha. In English is third, but in Sanskrit is first. That is the difference in Sanskrit and English.
First person तो उत्तम पुरुष हुआ ना सर?
उत्तम पुरुष is first person.
Okay. And second person is madhyam purush.
Madhyam purush, that is you. The you is madhyam purush, is second person, and I is first person is uttam purush. It's like this.
And third person is pratham purush.
Third person pratham purush. We will come to that later on. Today only listen to what I am saying. These are all these things come in detail. In one day you are not going to understand everything. So now what I am telling about sutra. So we will have to understand what is sutra. So these are pratyahar. This is called pratyahar sutra. So ach means ach pratyahar. So ach means all the letters from a to chakar. All these letters in between are covered. Hal means ha to la. All the letters. Now this way, many other pratyahars can be made. When we say at means what? From starting from a, e, u, ril, ri, a, o, ha, ya, va, ra. Starting from a, ending at ta. In between, all the letters will come in the at pratyahar. So, like these pratyahars are used in Vyakarana. All this in short way, these are used. When we say ik, it can start from middle also. When we say ik means leave that a, start from a, e, u in the sutra, starting from e, u, ril, ri. All the four letters are coming in ik, ending at, starting from e, ending at ka. It is ik. Similarly, uk, starting from u, is ending at ka. U, ril, ri. That is uk. Similarly, h means H means A O I O, starting from A ending at Ch. H means A O I O. Similarly, Jhal. Jhal means this Jhabhai Sutra is starting with Jha ending at La. In between, all the letters are coming. Like this, similarly, Jash, Jash, Jaba Gadadash. This means starting from Ja, Ja, Ba, Ga, Da, Da. These letters are coming in Jash. Starting from Ja, ending at Sha. This is called Pratyahar Sutra. The Pratyahar Sutra means like this, about 41 Pratyahars are being used. Thousands of, hundreds of Pratyahars can be made out of this. But Panini has used only 41 Pratyahars in his sutras, in this Ashtadhyayi. 41 Pratyahars have been used. They are given in this page, Pratyahar Prakaranam. You can see Ana, Ak, Ik, Uk, Eng, Ach, Ich, E. This all about 41 Pratyaharas are given. So you can make out this Pratyahar yourself. How this can be made? There's a E, Ud means An means E, U. When you say An Pratyahar, E, U that comes. So similarly, per An can be two types of Pratyahar can be made out of An. You say that 6 Lan. Here also Rana is coming. So it is used as per requirement. In some sutras, An means A, E, U. In some places, An means A, E, U, Ril, Ri, E, O, E, O, E, O, Ha, Ya, Va, Ra, Na. This. So like this, 41 Pratyahars have been used. Or I will make you, we will carry out the exercise of making Pratyahars, how the Pratyahars are made. So this is the meaning of Sutra. And the meaning of our this how these sutras are used, this will be studied later. Now we have told you the how many types of sutras are there. Adhikar Sutram, Sanya Sutram, Vidhi Paribhasha Sutram, Vidhi Sutram, Nished Sutram, Niyam Sutram, Atidesh Sutram. Someone sent me a message that in Siddhanta Kaumudi, Nished Sutram is not there, only 6 types of sutras are there. So what in this, if he is present, someone sent this message to me, I am not remembering his name. Someone from Gujarat, he sent this message. That he quoted the sentence from Siddhanta Kaumudi, which says only 6 types of sutra. Nished Sutra is not there. So that is what I want to convey, that in this class, as long as you are studying in this class, please do not refer any other book, Siddhanta Kaumudi or anything else. We are studying directly from Ashtadhyaayi. After you complete this course, then you can compare it with others, and then you will find the answer yourself. I will not have to explain. When you go through this class and you understand how the sutras of Ashtadhyaayi are expanded, and we make out their meaning, then you will, then if you read some other book, you will easily understand it. आप आसानी से कोई दूसरा पुस्तक व्याकरण का समझ सकते हैं एक बार अगर आप अष्टाध्यायी को ठीक से पढ़ लेंगे. यदि भवन्तः अष्टाध्यायी ग्रन्थं सम्यक् यत् किमपि पाठितम् अत्र भवन्तः तद् अध्ययनं कुर्वन्ति तर्हि अग्रे किमपि व्याकरण पुस्तकम् अवगन्तुं शक्नोति. यः अष्टाध्यायीं जानाति स अन्य ग्रन्थान् सारल्येन अनायासेन अवगन्तुं शक्नोति. किन्तु अन्य ग्रन्थान् अधीत्य अष्टाध्यायीम् अवगन्तुं न शक्नोति. अतः अस्यां कक्षायाम् अवधानेन पठन्तु. यत् किमपि दत्तं तद् विषये अभ्यासं कुर्वन्तु. शनैः शनैः वयम अग्रे गच्छामः और दर्शन another person has raised his hand.
महोदय, मैं सतीश
हाँ
मिश्रा।
सतीश
एक
जी
छोटा सा कंफ्यूजन है कि ये हल सूत्रों में ये हा वर्ण दो जगह क्यों आया है? एवरेज में हा है और हल में हा है, ये क्या है?
वो बाद में बताऊंगा, अभी उसको जानने की आवश्यकता नहीं, उस समय आने पर। हाँ, ये किसी ने प्लेस किया है ये सूत्र, और भी किसी ने हाथ रेस किया है। के
प्रणाम प्रणाम उपाध्याय ना।
टीम
आचार्य
नाम
जी वो
नाम
स्टडी
नाम
मटेरियल आचार्य जी वंदना रस्तोगी,
एक एक करके बोलिए
जी।
हाँ, अभी
अभी
जो अपना नाम बताइए।
वंदना वंदना रस्तोगी।
हाँ, वंदना रस्तोगी, बताइए आप।
इनका हमें स्टडी मटेरियल नहीं मिला तो कैसे मिलेगा?
कौन सा मटेरियल?
आपने जो स्टडी मटेरियल भेजा है, आप बता रहे थे।
हाँ, तो वो तो ग्रुप में है, पढ़ता हुआ।
नहीं,
आपने कब ज्वाइन किया?
हमने अभी पिछले यही।
हाँ, तो इसलिए तो बाद में ज्वाइन तो पीछे वाला नहीं देख सकते, तो उसको मैं फिर से डाल दूंगा।
अच्छा,
बाद में
और दूसरी बात, बीच बीच में जैसे आप हिंदी भी बताएं तो ज्यादा अच्छा है। हम लोग तो यूपी वाले हिंदी ही अधिक जानते हैं, तो
नहीं, मैं हिंदी में भी बोलूंगा, परंतु आप देख रहे हैं 160 से ऊपर है।
हाँ,
बहुत से लोग
हाँ अंग्रेजी में समझ रहे हैं।
तमिल के हैं, जो हिंदी नहीं
के विषय है उसमें आप हिंदी बोल दीजिए, बाकी तो समझ में आ जाएगा।
ठीक है।
नई चीज बताएं
है उसको
जी।
मैं हिंदी में और अंग्रेजी में दोनों। ठीक। अच्छा, और कौन है? के
जी आचार्य जी, आचार्य जी कविता उपाध्याय।
कविता उपाध्याय, हाँ बताइए, आपको क्या?
जी आचार्य जी, मुझे बस ये क्लियर नहीं है कि प्रत्याहार का क्या अर्थ है।
प्रत्याहार का मतलब है संक्षेप करना। प्रत्याहार मतलब समेट देना, किसी चीज को छोटा कर देना। आप जैसे आप उसमें करते हैं ना योग शास्त्र में प्रत्याहार, उसमें भी है आसन, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार इत्यादि। तो प्रत्याहार में क्या बताया जाता है कि अपने इंद्रियों को भीतर समेटो। तो ये भी प्रत्याहार है कि मतलब संक्षेप कर देना, सारे स्वर्णों को अच के भीतर सारे के सारे वर्ण समेट दी, इसी को प्रत्याहार। जैसे अच कहा तो दो वर्णों के अंदर अ से लेकर के ए तक सारे के सारे वर्ण उसमें समेट दिए, तो उसको समेट देना इसी को प्रत्याहार कहते हैं, संक्षेप करते हैं।
जी, धन्यवाद गुरु जी।
अच्छा, और किसी ने हाथ उठाया है? एस से दो नाम है, बताइए एक एक करके। विजय।
नमो नमः महोदय।
हाँ, अपना नाम बताइए।
महोदय अहं सरिता वदामि। महोदय मम प्रश्नः अस्ति, ह्रस्व रि और दीर्घ रि एतो द्वे वर्णे उच्चारणं कथं करणीयम्?
ह्रस्व इ उच्चारण विषय।
महोदय ह्रस्व रि और दीर्घ रि।
वस्तुतः ऋकारस्य उच्चारण कुत्रचित् ऋकारस्य उच्चारण विषये अग्रे वदामि। दक्षिण भारते महाराष्ट्र इत्यादि स्थाने रु एवं उच्चारण भवति कृष्ण। उत्तर भारते कृष्ण वदन्ति, कहीं पर कृष्ण बोलते हैं, कहीं पर कृष्ण बोलते हैं, तो दोनों ही गलत है। तो ऋकार का उच्चारण कुछ ऐसे होता है जैसे बकरी हाँकने वाले हुर्र की आवाज करते हैं ना, जीभ बार बार, वो उच्चारण है ऋकार। तो जब जैसे थोड़ी देर बोलेंगे, और उच्चारण ह्रस्व दीर्घ का अंतर क्या है? ह्रस्व किम अस्ति तद एकम सूत्रम अस्ति उकालो ह्रस्व दीर्घ प्लुतः यदा तस्मिन् सूत्रे आगच्छामि तदा वदिष्यामि। इदानीं केवल जाना तो ह्रस्व दीर्घ भवति, एक प्लुत अपि भवति। हाँ, कौन? और पी नाम का कौन है? अपना नाम बताइए। अपना नाम।
आचार्य जी खुद को अनम्यूट करिए।
आचार्य
अनम्यूट करने में आप म्यूट हो गए। अनम्यूट करिए अपने आप को। आचार्य जी अपने आप को अनम्यूट करिए।
सर अदर कैन लीव द क्लास है।
अच्छा मेरा म्यूट है क्या? अब आवाज आ रही मेरी?
सर अदर कैन लीव द क्लास। हम क्षमिक आ रहा है।
अब मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
ये आ रही है
जी, आवाज आ रही है।
आयाति महोदय, आयाति।
अच्छा अभी
आ रही
अनम्यूट हो गया था, म्यूट हो गया था किसी वजह से, अब अनम्यूट है, अब आवाज आ रही। तो अभी मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि जो ह्रस्व है, दीर्घ है, प्लुत है, जो रिकार के लिए उच्चारण आपने पूछा है, कहीं पर कृष्ण बोलते हैं, कहीं पर कृष्ण बोलते हैं। जो महाराष्ट्र में कृष्ण और उत्तर भारत में कृष्ण, दोनों ही गलत है। न तो उसमें उकार का ऊ का आभास आना चाहिए और न ही ई का। न ऊ अपि तत्र श्रवणं न भवेत्, इकार अपि न आगच्छेत्। कथं भवति उच्चारणं? यथा दत्त बकरियों को, मतलब गोट्स, those who move goats, they how they move them, उच्चारण तद्वत् ऋकारस्य उच्चारणं भवति। समयः कियत् कालं उच्चारणं करणीयं तद्विषये अनन्तरं वदिष्यामि। How long it is to be hrasva means what is the period, dirgha means what is the period. There is another ucharan in Sanskrit that is called plut, that is done in Vedas only, and what is plut that will be explained later. Now today is this much. If you have any questions, please send on Mr. Hariom's personal WhatsApp number, and I will try to answer them. He will forward me those things, and I will try to answer them. Okay?
One small doubt.
अच्छा, माधुरी मराठे आज की क्लास में है क्या? माधुरी?
हाँ वो आचार्य।
हाँ, तो वही मैं देख रहा था, 160 लोगों में आपको कहाँ खोजूं? तो शांति पाठ कीजिए।
जी आचार्य, शांति पाठ। ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः, पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्ति, रोषधयः शान्तिः, वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः, सर्वगुण शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः, सामा शान्तिरेधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नमो नमः आचार्य।
नमो नमः।
धन्यवाद आचार्य।
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद महोदय।
धन्यवाद आचार्य, नमो नमः।
नमो नमः आचार्य।
धन्यवाद आचार्य।
धन्यवाद महोदय। धन्यवाद
महोदय।
धन्यवाद मेरा गुड्डा।
धन्यवाद आचार्य। शुभ दिनम।
प्रणाम आचार्य।
धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद। नमः सर्वेभ्यः।
वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहनिनयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करं ज्ञानोदयं सदाशिवाय नमः ॐ गणेशाय नमः ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ वेदपुरुषाय नमः हरि ओं मङ्गलानं त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे प्रियाणां त्वा प्रियपतिं हवामहे निधीनां त्वा निधिपतिं हवामहे वसो मम आहमजानि गर्भगमात्मं चास्ति गर्भगं मम गायत्रे त्रिषु जगत्रिषु पञ्चाशः बृहन्नागाककुषु सिद्धिः शम्नं कृत्वा द्विपदाजाश्च दुष्पदाधिपदाजाश्च खड्गदाः विछन्दाजाश्च सछन्दाः शुचिभिः शम्नं कृत्वा सहस्रोमाः सहस्रं दश आवृतः सहस्रमादिकः सप्तदेव्याः पूर्वैकां पन्थामनुदिशधीरा अन्वालेभिनेरचो नरसिंहां जलाग्रतो दूरमुदैति दैवं तदुसुपदुरदैवैति दूरङ्गमञ्ज्योतिकं ज्योतिरेकं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु तेन कर्माण्यपशो महीतिरोधयेकणोहन्ति विदते बुधियात् पूर्वं यक्षमन्तः प्रजानं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु यत्र ज्ञानमुतचेतो तद्यज्योतिरन्तरं यमं प्रजासु यस्मान्नरिते कञ्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु तेनेदं भूतं भुवनं वर्गपर्गेदं नगरेण सर्वं मादेन यज्ञसायते सप्तहोता तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु यस्मिन्द्रिचः सामयजुगुं चिरस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रत्नाभाविवारा यस्मिन् चिरं सर्वमोपनं प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु सुखारचिरस्वानिवदं मनुजाने नीयते भीषुप्रवादिनैव प्रतिष्ठं दरजिरं जविषं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु हरे ओं मा सहस्रशीलका पुरुषा सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपातः सर्वोमिगुं सर्वतस्त्रिवादशिशशङ्कुलं मा पुरुषैरगुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भाव्यं मा वृतामृतपशेषानो जगन्नेनातिरोप्रति एतावानशमहिमासो जायन्त पुरुषः पादो चलित्वा भूतानि चकारसा मृतं मृगे कृपादुर्गा उदयपुरुषः पादो सेया भवत्पुनः ततोऽधिकं जगामसा सनानसने अभिततो विराजजायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः सदातो अचरितः पचाद्भूमिमतो पुरः संवृतं प्रखदाज्यं वा पशुं संचके वायुजानारण्याग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्या सर्वोपरिचः सामानि यगिरे छन्दाकुञ्जयगिरे तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त वेकेशो भया ततः गावो अजगिरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः कञ्जज्ञं वैरिकि प्रोक्षं गुरुकं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा ऐजन्त साध्यादिकर्षये यतुर्कं व्यततो कविताव्यकभयं नामुखं किमस्यासेत्यं बाहो किमोरो आदाउच्येते ब्राह्मणो समुखमासे बाहो राजन्यः कृतः पूर्वोत्तरस्य वैश्यः पदारो शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातशचोः सूर्यो अजायत श्रोत्राद् वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत नाभ्या संवर्धयन्